Yeah, that's lovely weight. Getting it right up by the hole. Excellent job. The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. We have a par 4 on this one.
Bunkers down the right-hand side are a nuisance. The pond fronting the left part of the green should not come into play if players find the fairway off their tee shots. Second shot to a very flat green. You can get it close, but still difficult on this long par 4.
That was a little untidy, wasn't it? The 6th hole, particularly the approach, Rich, at TPC Boston's a very strong one.
If they put the pin other than front left near the water, it's a good birdie opportunity. But once that pin sneaks over to the left-hand side, watch out. Bogeys and doubles come into the equation very quickly.
Anything in 5 feet to be handy from here.
This is what they have left for par.
That'll sting a bit. This one just outside 7 feet to the hole. Ooh, right by the hole. We don't want to drop any more shots. Let's make this for double. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. Sitting at 10 over for the round.
Unfortunately, backing up slowly but surely on that leaderboard, Luke.
Aggressive play here, going with driver off the tee.
Par 5, and only the long players can reach in 2. Find the fairway, then make a decision. Do I go over the large bunker 100 yards away, or do I lay back of it? Either way, you must make a par 5 here, because birdies will be had by the big hitters.
Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
Second shot here on the 7th. This lie won't be too bad in the first cut. And here we are with their 4th. Oh, just missed. Eight feet to the cup. Not their best stroke. Seem to have pulled that one. This next putt is for bogey. Moving down the leaderboard after that hole. Let's see what happens here at the 8th.
Par 3 and a diabolical green, to say the least. The left-hand side sits much higher than the right-hand side, and the green is usually very firm. A tough ask.
Seemed to lose the handle on that shot. This would be a great up and down. And here we are with the 3rd shot. And he holds it. What a putt. Well, that's worth reviewing. Let's roll the videotape.
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that. Time to face a par 4.
9th hole, bunkers down the left will not come into play, and this green sits below the players on their 2nd shot. We have seen birdies made here in the past, but they are really difficult to come by.
And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 170 yards.
Opting for the 6-iron. Yeah, not a bad shot, that one.
Slim chance for a birdie, but in all reality, 2-putt for par would be just fine.
This is one of those lengthy putts. Good one just to get close. It was on a good line. "15 feet to the cup." Yeah, that one pulled straight off the blade. Just 3 feet to the cup.
On a nice line.
And as we head over to the 10th hole, Rich, this player will enter their final 9 holes of Q School. How will they be feeling?
Luke, this is the spot where you either fail or shine. And I got to say, 9 holes left to put themselves in the top 50 to make it on the Korn Ferry Tour. Failing is definitely an option for this player.
Looks like they got all of that one. That's on a good line. Playing from around 110 yards out. Going with the 9-iron, I think. That was a little bit of a misfire, I'd say.
Missing it short there, they will definitely be upset.
Playing their fourth shot. This is their fifth shot. Setting up to play the shot here from the greenside rough. Seven feet to the cup. Bit quick in the stroke, that looked pulled. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole.
Well, that's a shame. That'll drop them down the standings, that's for sure.
Time now to forget the horrors of the last and focus on this next tee shot.
Par 3 measures 231 yards from the back. A very difficult test indeed. A long green that is unforgiving as it slopes from back to front quite severely. Birdies are hard to run by, as pars can be as well. Nicely done.
What's in front of them, Henny?
Just got to use the touch of a feather. Barely has to blow on it. This is just downhill.
Ah, the dreaded pull. Always disappointing on the greens. Par putt coming up here. Oh, so close. And this one will be for bogey. Let's see what happens here at the 12th.
Par 4, 510 yards. It is a brute. Those bunkers down the right-hand side are a natural attraction for wayward golf balls. Second shot is down the slope. A big, deep, gaping bunker on the right-hand side will also find its fair share of golf balls. All in all, just a tough hole, to say the least.
Playing from around 210 yards here. Looks to be going with a hybrid here.
4 left.
He didn't look to hit that one quite so flush. Getting ready to play their third. Time now for the fourth shot. A 7-footer right here.
Yeah, putting for bogey here.
Now that's a common fault in putting. Pulled it slightly. This next putt for double bogey. Well holed. Let's move on. Two great shots are required here because this hole is a long par 4.
Tee shot up the hill to a blind landing area. Second shot is to a green that is surrounded by a cavern of bunkers. If you miss all those and find the green in 2, then you'll have a decent look at a birdie 3.
What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 150 yards. This one's left of the green.
Good shot there. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
This one will run uphill.
No, that's too bad. 3 feet to go here to the hole. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. And now teeing off on this par 4 hole.
Fairway sweeps from right to left down the hill. Should you find the fairway, you'll have a decent look at finding the green in 2. But I gotta say, it is a difficult par 4, and you'd be happy to walk away with that score.
Nicely done. The 14th hole at TPC Boston is a par 5 for the locals, a converted par 4 for the tournament, Rich, and it's a strong second shot down the hill.
Second shot, very narrow opening to this green. If you miss it out to the right in the bunkers, you have a difficult time getting it up and down. Out to the left, you have some options. Pars can be made.
Yeah, not a bad effort, that one. Up onto the green and a chance to hole your putt.
Slim chance here for birdie, but you never know.
That's frustrating. An opportunity to make their par. That was a gallant attempt. Putting for bogey. The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. Let's see what happens here on the 15th.
Par 4, and a fun little par 4 at that, just 421 yards from the back. Fairly generous fairway, but a green that can provide some entertainment as there's some different swales in the green, and your golf ball can go a-wandering if you're not careful.
And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Setting up this shot from about 120.
Going with the 8-iron here. It's a little wayward.
Coming up a little short with that effort. Not bad, though.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Let's see if you can make this. Keep the par on the card. It's just about 3 feet away. The putt goes in, and that's back-to-back bogeys.
And making one bad mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. This hole is a par 3.
Watch out for this green. There's a large shelf on the right-hand side. If it's up there, good luck getting it close. And whatever you do, don't be silly and hit it left in the water. That's just a bad shot.
Oh, that's a tad disappointing, finding the branches there. Right into the water on that one. Found the deep rough. This will take a big hack to get out here.
No, this is like hitting it into a head of cabbage. I mean, it literally is just awful.
Wow, did this come out beautifully?
And he's hit that inside the range.
Onto the green now. This for the bogey. Looking at double bogey right between the eyes.
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Yeah, they've left it in the perfect spot here, just below the hole. They can be aggressive up the hill.
Didn't quite have the right stuff there. Yeah, well holed. Let's move on to the next. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Let's see what happens here at the 17th.
Dog leg from right to left. Second shot is down the slope. Lots of bunkers on this hole, but should you avoid them and find this sliver of a green, then birdie will be on your mind.
Good shot there. It's a fairway finder for sure. And playing this one from around 120 yards out. That got a little out of control, I think. And here we are with the third shot. Five feet coming up to the cup.
An important par save.
Ouch, that hurts. Just 3 feet to the cup.
This will be a good bogey.
Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Of all the finishing holes on the PGA Tour, Rich, there's plenty that feel that TPC Boston could be right up with the very best of them.
Long hitters are looking to take it down the left-hand side and get the extra chase on the golf ball down the slope. That'll leave them with a very short second shot to a dangerous green, big deep bunker right, and a large hollow on the left-hand side. Birdies and eagles have been made before, but so have sixes and sevens.
That's really not what they were looking for.
Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
And from about 105 yards.
That should find the sand. Not sure if that's how they drew it up.
Not easy to find the green coming out of the rough.
playing their 5th shot. Here's their 6th shot. Here's their 7th shot. And this next putt is for triple bogey.
Right over the spot they were looking at.
And with that, this player has finished their Q School final. But Rich, unfortunately, they didn't manage to make it to that all-important top 50 and won't be able to advance to the Corn Ferry Tour next season. However, on their side is the opportunity to do it all again next year.
The player's going to have a rough go of it for another year until they can get back and hopefully get into the Corn Ferry Tour Championships.
A fair bit of soul searching, I would imagine.
There's going to be a lot of searching for your game a little bit. I mean, you're going to be traveling, living on the road full time. It's not easy nor fun, but it can and hopefully will make this player better in the future.
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, and Rich B, thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow. 2K Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this year's Q-School Final.
We're just about to begin our coverage of this exciting event. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam.
Luke, always a pleasure being alongside you. Looking forward to the action today.
Second shot here on the first.
Oh, absolutely flushed. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
This is a 12-footer here. This is their look at birdie.
Surely it's going to.
I think he's pulled this one. Just a tiny putt is all that remains.
Starting the round at even par.
Nothing wrong with an opening par, just easing their way into this round.
He's currently tied for 12th. Here we have a par 5.
Players looking to make 4 here, but never disappointed with a par 5.
Second shot on the second. Going with the 7. Getting ready to play their third. Going with the pitching wedge here. Oh, this would be handy if it could bounce right.
He's found the surface. Good chance here.
Lining up the birdie putt here.
Didn't quite judge the speed on that one.
This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. Now, nice to make a mid-range par putt. So no movement on the leaderboard, remaining at even overall. Here we are at the third.
Just one bunker surrounds the screen. A difficult par 3 to say the least.
Opting for the hybrid, I think.
This one headed left.
It's fair to say that that approach didn't hit the mark. Close to the surface here, the green side rough. Straight out of the top drawer.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
Well, a lovely opportunity to save par here. He's in a share of 12th place. The fourth at TPC Boston, Rich. A great short par 4.
Players looking to make birdie or better. The only difficulty is finding that front bunker. That's when big numbers can be had. For sure, birdies galore.
Well, that's not ideal. Finding the trees. Henny, how's that ball lying?
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the second cut.
Choosing the 9-iron here. Even for the day. Trying to break into the top 10. Just didn't drop. Big putt for par coming up. Those are the kind of putts the best in the world make with monotonous regularity. And down it goes. Trailing by 5 shots after that hole. And now on the tee, coming off a bogey, trying to reclaim some momentum.
Dog legs from right to left. The big danger here is the green. 3 different tiers on this green. Find the correct one. You'll have a birdie opportunity. Miss it, and it's going to be a difficult 2-putt.
And from the bunker here. Not quite the shot he was wanting.
And he's down there.
Setting up from about 100 yards.
This one looks to be a tad wayward.
Oh, that's unlucky. The buried line, the bunker. Doesn't get much harder. Time for the 5th shot. 5 shots off the lead. A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole. Nice line. That gets the job done. Trailing by 7 after that hole. Here we have a long par 4. It's going to take 2 great shots to get on.
Bunkers down the right-hand side are a nuisance. The pond fronting the left part of the green should not come into play if players find the fairway off their tee shots. Second shot to a very flat green. You can get it close, but still difficult on this long par 4.
The 6th hole, particularly the approach, Rich, at TPC Boston's a very strong one.
If they put the pin other than front left near the water, it's a good birdie opportunity. But once that pin sneaks over to the left-hand side, watch out. Bogeys and doubles come into the equation very quickly.
Henny, do you have a better look at this lie?
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the second cut. This is not sitting nicely.
This is their 5th shot. And this next putt here is for a double bogey. Ooh. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Currently at 6 over par. This hole is a long par 5.
Par 5, 600 yards straight away. Wanting to make birdies, but par is a good number.
That's not what he had hoped for, I'm pretty sure of that. Time for the second shot here at the 7th. Nicely done. From around 170 yards here.
Uh-oh, this one's out, heading towards the rough.
And he's not hit the mark on that approach.
Greens in regulation today has been absolutely abysmal, and that is reflective on their scorecard.
Oh, wonderfully played chip shot.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
Now at 6 over for the round. Just a couple to play here on the opening 9. Here's the tee shot at the 8th.
Par 3, bunkers left and right. Not an easy par 3 to say the least.
That one seemed to get away from them, Rich.
Well, story of the day for this player is just missed too many greens. You can't afford to do that.
Oh, that's a tasty looking chip. Top shot.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. This one's looking good off the tee. That should find the short stuff. Playing this shot from about 170 yards out. That's heading into the rough, I think. Well, a little off the target with that one.
And another missed green in regulation. My, oh my, this has been a long day.
And here we are with their 4th. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
This is what they have left for bogey.
Just a couple of inches away from finding that one.
And as we head over to the 10th hole, Rich, this player will enter their final 9 holes of Q School. How will they be feeling?
Luke, this is the spot where you either fail or shine. And I got to say, 9 holes left to put themselves in the top 50 to make it on the Korn Ferry Tour. Failing is definitely an option for this player.
Oh, caught up in some branches.
That was a bit of a miscue.
Oh, a dead push with that one.
Playing their 4th shot. That's a wonderfully played chip shot there.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
A little slide happening here on the leaderboard. See if he can bounce back. Teeing off here at the 11th.
Par 3 measures 231 yards from the back. A very difficult test indeed. A long green that is unforgiving as it slopes from back to front quite severely. Birdies are hard to run by, as pars can be as well.
This would be a great up and down from this spot. Yeah, that's a top little chip shot, that one.
Great touch.
Yeah, I think he pulled that one. Pretty obvious, actually.
This one's for bogey. Back-to-back bogeys is never nice, but in she goes.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Now playing a little defensively.
Sitting at 10 over par for the day. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a par 4.
Par 4, 510 yards. Good luck.
Well played. Second shot here on the 12th.
That one's headed right and staying right.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. "18 feet to the cup." Ooh, right by the hole. And this next putt, it's for bogey. And there it is. Sitting at 11 over for the day.
And moving down the leaderboard as well.
Let's see what happens here at the 13th.
Tee shot is uphill to a blind landing area. Green is surrounded by some deep bunkers. However, you miss all those, you find the surface in 2, and you're going to have a pretty decent look at a birdie 3.
Oh, that was pure. Henny, what's the player facing here?
Setting up here from about 155.
Hoping for a bounce here, preferably to the left. That should set up another chance. Setting up here with a very long putt. That's disappointing. This putt of about 7 feet to the hole.
You look to have pulled that one.
This is a bogey putt coming up. And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings.
And after a bogey at the last, they're looking for a big drive on this hole.
Par 4, sweeping from right to left down the hill. This is a challenging hole.
The 14th hole at TPC Boston is a par 5 for the locals, a converted par 4 for the tournament, Rich, and it's a strong second shot down the hill.
Second shot, very narrow opening to this green. If you miss it out to the right in the bunkers, you have a difficult time getting it up and down. Out to the left, you have some options. Pars can be made.
And not a bad approach. He'll be putting. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. Just 9 feet remaining to the hole.
This is what they have left for par here.
Oh, what a stroke. It was on a good line. 3 feet to go here to the hole. And down it goes. Let's head to the next. Unfortunately, moving down the leaderboard, that's not the direction to be heading. Trying to forget the bogey on the last as they step onto the tee.
Par 4, 421 yards. A lot of fun can be had here, but be careful of the green. It'll get you if you're not careful.
From about 130 yards here. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Keep your fingers crossed for a bounce to the right. Not a bad approach. Grab the putter from the caddy. You're dancing.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Setting up this putt 14 feet from the cup.
You can't make them all. Go tap it in. Okay, so that finishes that hole. Sitting at 13 over for the day. Teeing off here on the 16th hole.
Par 3, I don't need to mention the one on the left-hand side. It speaks for itself.
We need this one to bounce right. That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine.
There's a long way, but I tell you what, I've seen it happen before, so there's a chance.
Now, long-range putt coming up here. It'd be good to make a bomb, wouldn't it?
Well, that's a bit disappointing.
Sometimes when you try and get it up the hill, you just forget to hit it sometimes, and it seems so in this case.
The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. Setting up now on a par 4.
Severe dog leg from right to left. Second shot down the hill to a very narrow green.
That's not the one he wanted. Well, Rich, the 17th hole at TPC Boston, I think the most important thing is positioning your tee shot so you can get a clear look at the green here.
A very narrow green, actually bisected in two by Santa Claus's belly, thus the size of it. Find the right level, you have a birdie opportunity.
That's inside the house of opportunity. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Setting up this putt 17 feet from the cup.
Bit quick in the stroke. That looked pulled.
Pretty good chance here. This one's for par.
Yeah, that looked pulled straight off the blade. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole.
And down it goes for consecutive bogeys.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Have to see if they can rebound from that.
Sitting at 15 over for the day. Of all the finishing holes on the PGA Tour, Rich, there's plenty that feel that TPC Boston could be right up with the very best of them.
Long hitters are looking to take it down the left-hand side and get the extra chase on the golf ball down the slope. That'll leave them with a very short second shot to a dangerous green, big deep bunker right, and a large hollow on the left-hand side. Birdies and eagles have been made before, but so have 6s and 7s.
Well, I'm sure it looked better in their mind before they hit it. Getting ready to play their third.
Yeah, this is lovely. That lie was just nasty. That's the best they could do from there.
Not a sneezed.
Playing their 5th shot. Putting for a bogey.
Oh, so close. It's just about 3 feet away. That's annoying. You should make that. This is a triple bogey attempt here.
And with that, this player has finished their Q School final. But Rich, unfortunately, they didn't manage to make it to that all-important top 50 and won't be able to advance to the Korn Ferry Tour next season. However, on their side is the opportunity to do it all again next year.
The player's going to have a rough go of it for another year until they can get back and hopefully get into the Korn Ferry Tour Championships.
A fair bit of soul searching, I would imagine.
There's going to be a lot of searching for your game a little bit. I mean, you're going to be traveling, living on the road full time. It's not easy nor fun, but it can and hopefully will make this player better in the future.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Helvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.